validation. In any close connection, there is an undercurrent of who validates, who seeks validation, who influences, and who is influenced. These roles are rarely static, and when they change, tension arises. When you set a boundary, you disturb the old balance. Client suddenly sees their unspoken control slipping. Their hostility is a reaction to the loss of power, not the boundary itself. Or independence, the person whose inferiority may feel profoundly unsafe, seen as a demotion for them, a disruption of the unspoken agreement that kept you beneath them. Your choices may not have disappointed them, how little power they actually hold over you. Hostility is a protective reaction to this perceived loss of control. 4. The silence of envy. Perhaps the most insidious force is envy, which rarely announces itself. It hides in the silent spaces of a relationship, disguised as indifference, critical distance, or backhanded compliments. Envy feeds on closeness. Strangers can admire you, but it is often those nearest to you, friends, colleagues, family, who feel the sting of comparison most intensely. When you succeed, a truly envious person may no longer clap as loudly or smile with sincerity. Their support subtly wanes. Words you spoke with innocence are twisted into arrogance, achievements are dismissed as luck. These distortions are not reflections of your truth, but of their envy, which clouds their perception. The silence of envy is a silent prayer for your downfall, not born from malice, but from a profound feeling of inadequacy. Your light exposes the corners of their own unfulfilled potential. They can forgive your weaknesses, but your strength, your light, and your excellence awaken their own deep-seated insecurities. The wisdom of non-personalization. Understanding this dynamic is the key to mental and emotional freedom. It allows you to stop taking the hatred personally. When you see clearly, you realize they are not fighting you, they are fighting themselves. You are simply the stage upon which their inner conflict is projected. Their hostility is not a measure of your worth, but a measure of their unhealed wound. Your growth is not the cause of their pain, but the trigger that reveals the pain already there. You cannot prevent people from projecting their shadow, clinging to their illusions, or reacting to shifts in power. Their struggle may remain unacknowledged, and their hostility unexplainable to them. But if you see it clearly, you will no longer be deceived by appearances. You will know that beneath the mask of hatred, the eruption of envy, or the wall of rejection, there is a shadow that refuses to be seen. And it is that shadow, not their conscious self, that is truly speaking. Your only task, in the face of this, is to stand fully in your own light. Do not shrink to accommodate their discomfort. Do not dim your essence to avoid triggering their shadow. Your authenticity will always be challenging to some, but it is the greatest gift you can offer the world, a quiet, powerful inspiration for others to eventually face their own reflection. The deeper shadow work, navigating the hostility you awaken. The realization that hostility directed toward you is primarily a projection is a moment of profound psychological liberation. It moves you from the center of blame to the position of an unwilling catalyst. But this knowledge is not a passive excuse, it's a call to deeper, active self-awareness and mindful interaction. 5. The ethical demand, recognizing your own shadow. Understanding projection in others is only half the work. The full depth of this insight requires you to turn the mirror back onto yourself. Just as others project their disowned traits onto you, you are continually projecting your own shadow onto the world. The people, situations, or qualities that